Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I don't know why I'm having a double sound, but we finally did it. We are live right now, and let's see if we can do something about this. Let me see if I can just mute this thing. Maybe let's get it. I think I got it. So finally fixed. And 1 second. Do we have audio? Oh, I know what's going on here. All right, finally, I think I know what's going on. Sorry for that, guys. There it is. All right, so it's fixed. I don't know why I've been having so many problems, so much problems today. I just want to come in here and give you guys wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Thank you all to being here, and so sorry for the stuff that is happening right now. It seems like even YouTube doesn't want to work on today on Christmas. But let me get started with you guys because you guys are the most important part of the show. And let's get it started. We have right here JR in the house. What is he going? How is it going, my friend? We also have Steve Heike. What is up, bro? Who else we got in here? We have Fikur. What's up, brother? Alexander G. How is it going? Harp. What's up, my friend? Welcome. Great to have you. Sensen. Hey, what's up? Welcome. How's it going? Great to have you guys. Everything is going fantastic in here. Just so you know, I'm back at Cosmo. I'm gonna stay in here till around, I don't know, the 6 or something like that. But I just want to go over here and give you guys the heads up. So let's go into the news really quickly and let's see how's it going, how's the market going, and also, well, we've been into a range, or I mean, for longest time that feels at this point. So let's get it started with the news and let's take a look at how's it going. All right, so having a little bit issues with the setup in here, but everything looks good already. Let's get started with silver. Just in silver reached a new all-time high of $75. So that is pretty freaking awesome. And we already have seen this coming. In fact, Piper had, I think, an $80 target for the end of the year. It seems like we might get it. Something that is happening across right now, across everything else, it is, well, looks like economy. I mean, European Commission's fine. So Google now has a little literally a line item that their quarterly reports called European Commission's fines, a 10.5 billion as of September the 30th. So what's going on with Europe at this point that they are finding that they're over regulating stuff? I don't know. Maybe we'll see how that develops. But so far, just a heads up, Europe, you might be going a little too harsh, right? I don't know. I would say it overprotecting or over censoring might not the way to go. But I don't know. Who am I to have an opinion on that, right? Other couple of things in here, and this is important. Breaking the US M2 supply money supply rise another 4.3% year over year in November 2025 to a record of 22.3 trillion. That is absolute breaking. Look at that, kind of like a steep hill, especially at this area. Back at printing some more money. Let's see how that goes. Maybe we can see that influx on a late Christmas push. We'll see how that goes. I don't really think so, but I mean, this is the start of something, right? Let's also go just for curiosity. I found this from watchguru.com. Bitcoin price on Christmas, and look at that, we have 1 2 3, right, and then fourth in this case. Let's just kind of like ignore this one because this is where Bitcoin was really growing at the very beginning, and then a drop, right? Look at that. So 1 2 3 drop, right? 1 2 3 drop, right? 1 2 drop. Hey, what's going on in here? All right, so seems like is it the cycle broken? I don't think so. I think it's just this reflects the actual economy. I mean, at the end of it all, this is what we wanted to, right? Not a lower price of Bitcoin, of course, but that Bitcoin reacted with the economy and represent a real picture of what's going on. So, I mean, with this, we can say that the economy is not doing that great, I would say. Nonetheless, we might be seeing that influx on Bitcoin price based on a devaluation of money. I don't know, a lot of M2 money supply just pushing in once again on all-time highs. This might not be that great, but we'll see. Maybe we can break out of that range. Let me read you guys because I'm stuck in here with this little chat. And I see Sensin. How's it going? Welcome. We also got Spunky Monkey. How's it going, brother? Great to have you here. And of course, Alexander G, double shout out. Let's get into the charts right now and let's do just a little overview. All right. Let me just hide all of the lines that we got in here. And let me just bring this at the end. And don't tell me that we're not live, are we? Or do we have a little bit of a bigger delay? Yeah, perfect. We're still live. All right. So this is just driving me crazy. Sorry, guys. All right. So right here, we have a huge range. This is not news, right? We've been onto it. And something interesting is happening at this point. We're just basically now turning around. Yesterday, we were in the green. And if we were able to bounce with a flip of the ribbon right at the zone, it would have been fantastic, phenomenal, right? Remember, 2 days ago, I was talking about seeing the volume matrix staying green. Perfect, we got it. All right, that was pretty good. The next thing was breaking through the zero line. Perfect, we got it. All right, and then what happened? Dynamic reactor happened. So we have a little reversal, our power bar, flip of the ribbon, and right now, once again, in the kind of like zone of break of or make, we are on a big support area of that trend line that we had from before. All right, and we could be looking for something like that. But very important, look at your prime score. Your prime score is very bearish, and we are basically about to break the range. What range? This ranging here. So I would say let's actually look for this flip of the ribbon, but that doesn't mean this. What it actually means will be something more in like deeper, right? So maybe break out of that range to the lower areas, maybe going for even a double bottom. I will be looking at some areas, and let me bring up my indicators in here. All right, let's bring up the spaghetti. But I will be looking some areas around the 84,500, and of course, we already have marked this one somewhere at 81,900. Let me just filter the indicators to make them more bearable. There it is. And of course, let's bring up, there we go, our areas of liquidity. So as you can see, there we go, areas where I'm going to be looking for 84,300. And then the next one will be a little bit lower right here at 81,200 for next possible reentries. So why not shorting at this point? Because we haven't broke the trend line in here. All right. So let me bring up a couple of other stuff in here. One of my favorite indicators, and that is the what is it? The volume, here is the volume profile bar magnifier order block by Jacob Magaby. So in here we have a huge order block that comes a little bit earlier that we were talking about, right? Remember, somewhere around this area. Let's actually bring it up so we're not we keep areas clear. So one area right here and another one right there. This is the 4 hours, right? So as you can see, we have an earlier spike right around this area that could be defining maybe an early bounce. I don't think that we're gonna hit it. I mean, despite this is a very good indicator, well, I do see a little bit more downwards pressure here, especially areas of liquidity even lower. So what we can maybe start thinking of this, it's a breakout retest continuation and then a possible reentry, which takes me to start looking for a possible short after the breakout. All right, guys. So far, this is basically it. I just wanted to jump in, test the internet, test that everything was working fine before we get started back at tomorrow with the morning market report. And Good thing that I did it because I needed to reset key streams and man, a lot of things going on in here. But other than that, guys, thank you so much. Keep your eyes, of course, right here at 84,600. All right, I believe that we might have that, and possibly, and maybe possibly a January or the whatever is left for December. I think we might have just a little bit of a price increasing here. Things to keep an eye on, of course, are the news, especially this kind of news when we talk about the M2 money supply. All right. And well, what might be happening in the world? Other stuff, it is silver, gold, platinum, copper, right? We've talked about this. And just as we talked about before, silver now making a $75 all new time high. So that's pretty fantastic. That's pretty fantastic. Seems like metals are the new crypto, right? Well, that actually talks about the uncertainty in the markets, right? So if you feel confused, don't worry, everyone else is, and that's what we're seeing, that metals going higher in price, right? Nonetheless, remember the plan is clear. So let's do it once again before we wrap things up, right? So we're gonna be looking for a possible breakdown because we're pretty bearish and we're about to break this consolidation zone. And as always, look at that. This is not new, right? We've been tracking this. We have a possible entry somewhere around 84, and then another one around 80K 300, right? This will be the last line in the sand. Even if we don't bounce out of this area, the next target will be 69, but that will be just basically telling us that we are right now on the bear market and our strategy should have changed dramatically. All right. So other than that, be patient. If you have some open position, make sure that you use a stop loss. All right, you don't want to get entangled into a losing position, and it's rather better to get out. Replan, restructure your wallet, and get back in. This is, of course, not financial advice. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. And as always, see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Christmas and a Merry Christmas. Thank you, guys. See ya.
That's the rap. Chart stack data never lie. Piper led the mission, OC in the sky. Spaghetti on the screen, but the vision stay prime. Chart prime visual, signals on time. Alumni strong, we built from the grind. Lessons in the market that'll outlive time. Knowledge is profit, you know how we run. Till the next one, stay sharp, get it done. You can't handle the truth. Emotional damage. We'll see you at the next one.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Morning market report out, 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 out.
Boom shakalaka.
We'll see you at the next one. Morning market report out. We'll see you at the next one. Morning market report. Ow.
That was awesome, dude.
Hey, it didn't break. What else you got?